Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's update our view on euro currency. So on Monday, the price action that we've got was mostly according to what we discussed in our weekly research, but it was a bit higher. So we've got the same pattern, but the extension of the pattern was greater. So it was not the ABC retracement on the hourly chart, but it's 1618. Anyway, this doesn't change the picture that we have on the daily chart. Because recall what we have discussed. We have brand body kind set up here, and the 115 area has not been reached yet, so this is the minimal target of this brand body. Monday action, although it was to the upside, was not able to take out of this top, which is good for this setup that we have. Another important moment here is that we have here, guys, actually the bearish grabber. So we don't have it on the FX Pro quoting, but if you take a look at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange futures in euro currency, you will see that here we have the bearish grabber that theoretically suggests the taking out of these lows. And we should keep in mind this when we are planning the trade. So invalidation point of this pattern stands above this top. So it means that if market will take it out of this top, this pattern will be erased and market will get more chance to proceed higher. So upward continuation. Until this hasn't happened, we have actually bearish context, guys, on the daily chart. And this bearish context suggests that we should take the short position as close to the invalidation point as possible, just to minimize the possible risk. So if you will be wrong, in this case, our loss should be minimal. And we need to reach this target by trying to take the position as closer to the invalidation point as possible. On the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, we have another grabber that has been formed recently. We'll take a look. This upward action market has formed here, bearish grabber. This grabber suggests the taking out of these lows. And appearing of this grabber, actually it stands at the same invalidation point as the daily one, which makes mostly this pattern similar and in the same direction. But appearing of this grabber suggests the idea of taking out of these lows. And this lead me to some idea that theoretically, guys, here we could take a look, be double top. Pattern could be formed. This grabber suggests the taking out of these lows, which will lead to breaking of the neckline of this pattern, and it's possible downward continuation at least to the 115. What will be with the daily grabber, we will see. But currently, our minimal target is 115, is 618 support of the whole upward direction, since we have the brand body lookalike trade on the daily, and it's still valid. So it means that on the hourly chart, we need to see for any upside retracement that could be formed very soon. So take a look. That is our pattern. If you remember in the weekly report, we have planned AB equals CD retracement to the 618 resistance of this action, but it was a bit greater, and 1618 has been hit. And we of this ABC bottom is 1618 extension, and we've got actually triple to sell as 1618, not AB equals CD. Now take a look. Market is forming the godless triple to buy, because we have the upward action and ABCD retracement here. So minimal target of the godless triple to buys is just a 30% retracement against this action. That will be the minimal target. These levels that I have planned here are based not on the current lows, but on the completion point of this ABCD pattern. Maybe this will be a bit lower action. Maybe this will be not AB equals CD, but again, it's 1618 or 127. Anyway, as soon as the market will complete this godless triple to buy and start upward action, watch for the 30%, 618 levels, trying to take the short position, because that led us to open trade closer to this top and it will minimize the risk. So here, currently we have just 30 pips risk. From the 30% level, from the 618, it will be even smaller. It's very acceptable for the trade with the potential target first below these lows, and on the daily chart this could lead really to the dropping back to the 113 area. So it's really good potential for these trades. So that's the trading plan that we will keep an eye on today. And until we have, as I said, until we have these grabbers valid and daily on the 4-hour time frame charts, we have the bearish scenario. So there's not time to go long. We could change our opinion only if market will break it up. We'll start to form a kind of the butterfly, maybe it's starting upward direction, break this and taking out of these tops. In this case, the sentiment will shift to the bullish. But currently, small chances for market to proceed lower with this double top. Besides, we have the grabbers on the high time frames, this daily 4-hour time frame chart. This is the major driving time frames for hourly. So that's why we're keeping currently the bearish view. So as a bottom line, just watch for this completion of the ABCD action down, then completion of the minimal target of this gutless triple 2 buy patterns should be some retracement up. And that will be the point where you could think about taking short position against these stops. So stops should be placed above this area. That's the scenario that we will keep an eye on today.